Hello, welcome to my channel Lady D. This will be my video for what is coming up the week ahead. This is my 6th take of this video, so let's hope this is the last one I have to make. I'll list the first section of the video. So this will be my video covering the planets, the transits for the upcoming week, as well as a card reading and a channel. So the big thing happening this week is that we do have the Lunar Eclipse is happening today, the 14th of March, in Virgo at 5:58 p.m. Now, the positive aspects to the eclipse is what we have. Well, Moon being Virgo, it is about nitpicky perfectionists wanting things to look right. You know, there's finer details in things. There could be an aspect that looking at certain health or a health issue around the world. We might be revealing something we might be coming out in terms of something like health related as well. We also have, as a good aspects, we have the moon in sextile to Mars, which is really giving us that encouragement, feeling emotionally charged, getting to get things done. We've got a tri and sextile to Uranus with the moon, so emotionally unexpected emotions coming up, but they're actually good. And I feel like there's a sense of release here. There's going to be a sense of releasing here for this eclipse. We've also got the moon in tri to Pluto. I feel like deep-seated issues here. There's healing about it. There's about facing them, but it's a good thing. We've also got, during this eclipse, we've got a sextile between Venus and Mercury to Jupiter. So it's a luck with communication and also luck with relationships and finances. We've got Mars trying to Saturn and sextile to Uranus as well. Again, that confidence boost coming up. As a negative, we've still got the Mars in square to Chiron, but we have the moon opposing Saturn, and then we've got the moon also opposing Neptune. There's going to be something here that's like feeling, there are setbacks and delays coming up with this eclipse, and feeling a little bit like tied down, restricted, or problems coming up here, like issues not going, like things aren't going according to plan or going right. The things of being a gluttony is also coming up as well. We've also been dealing with the aspects that we've had during this week, so that conjunction between Saturn and the Sun still into effect, as well as that conjunction between Venus retrograde and Mercury still into effect. It's going to be about wanting to move forward but you can't, feeling quite stuck, overwhelmed, looking things through rose-colored glasses, or emotions sort of dissolving, not being as emotional. There's also a sense, I feel like, a little bit of stubbornness and wanting things in a certain way. There will be an aspect of trying to help people, but trying to get them to see your way, which may not be what they see or what they want as well. So I feel like we're going through these issues, these placements are feeling a little bit stuck, but then they've got these other aspects that are helping us to get through the day, through these other aspects that are quite difficult and quite hard to get through. It's like we're all trying to navigate our way through the events that's been happening up this month. And I just feel like emotion's going to be high, but I feel like you're not going to be over emotional, is what I feel like with these eclipses that are coming in. I do feel like it's going to be looking quite pretty. It's going to be I'm hearing quite remarkable as well. But I feel like the big thing is about letting go of stuff. But I feel like there's going to be a sense of still wanting to hold on things that don't serve you. It is going to feel a little bit claustrophobic, I feel, as well, with some of the stuff that's coming up too with the eclipse. And I feel like sometimes people don't want to let go of things, but I also feel like it's about clearing things out of stuff that no longer serves you. Straight after the eclipse, we do have Mercury. It's coming in retrograde, which will be happening at 5. So at 5:45 tomorrow, or 14 minutes to 6 tomorrow for me, Sydney time, Mercury will be going into retrograde for 3 weeks. It's usually about a 3-week transit. It'll end up in Pisces. But it's in Aries, so the Mercury being direct in Aries, it's already strong opinions, arguments, thinking ahead, not finishing what you start, looking at new projects, showing that they're thinking of how you can lead, and it's all about me. Mercury going retrograde in here, it is going to be aggravation. There are going to be arguments. There are going to be hot tempers. People not reading things properly, not looking at things. It is going to be very chaotic, very haywire. Venus doesn't move back into Pisces until I think it's the 20th. Venus will move back into Pisces. So we're still dealing with the energies that have been coming up this week, are still into effect with this eclipse, and bringing us into the new week ahead. We're going to be feeling this eclipse energy over the weekend as well. We also have coming up on so today the 14th, we also have the sun that's in sextile to Uranus, so that's bringing up some unexpected events throughout basically in our life, which is a good thing. So that's a sextiles and trials are positive, so that's a good unexpected surprise there. We've also got on the 20th, we have the sun will be conjuncting Neptune. That day you might be feeling a little bit lost, overwhelmed. It could be a sense of grief here. It could be a sense of feeling like of wanting to escape, looking things through rose-colored glasses. It could be a lot of things that a sense of hurting you. It could be in a sense of something ending in your life as well. But I feel like there's going to be a feeling here of feeling lost. Until the 18th, we still have that Mars squaring Chiron until the 18th. So again, licking our wounds for things that really feel like it hasn't been, that have hurt us and we haven't healed from. What's coming up as well with this eclipse are delays. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be delays, especially with the retrogrades that are coming in. People complaining, arguments, people whining as well. Crazy times. It's going to be like some crazy times. Unrealistic arguments. So I feel like that people's tempers, and when they get into arguments, they're not listening, they're not making sense, and it's just unrealistic expectations, communication that's going on here. I feel like expectations are going to be way too high of people. I feel like there's a sense of needing to embrace change, but there's a sense of also being stuck. So wanting this change to happen, embracing it, but then feeling stuck of not being able to make it happen. People are wanting more, like not being satisfied. And not feeling satisfied for the last one. I feel like there's going to be a sense of people who do get that. People who usually have Mars in Aries are quite motivated people, but there's going to be a sense of feeling unmotivated. But it's just this unrealistic expectations that I feel like that it's just going to be coming in this week, and people feeling like things are out of balance, out of whack. We've got quite a number, won't be exact transits, but there's just other things that as well as going on. More with the sun as it goes through Pisces coming into Aries, because we've got a build up here of all these planets in Pisces and Aries, sort of crammed in together. And I just feel like there's a sense here of people wanting reality checks, but expectations being too high. Then it's got this sense of people wanting to escape the reality that they're in as well. And people just being very judgy to one another as well. I feel like it's going to be, we always say, again, people from the past could definitely come back in your life during this time. Be careful of contracts. Make sure things are very clear, concise, and straightforward. If it doesn't feel right, don't go with it. And there just needs to be a sense of negotiations here and trying to be rational about things as well. So let's do some cards. What cards am I going to do? I feel like doing my Ghostbusters cards today. Okay. Let's have a look here. Okay, and I will be doing my live tonight at 7 p.m. on Friday. So it'll be after the eclipse is done. I will be doing my live every Friday night that I've been doing them. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look here. It's a sense of people of new life, but I feel like this is being more about being protective of children or young people, the sense of wanting to shield them from negative and people's opinions here, but which is something we can't do. I feel like there could be a sense of this week embracing what you're scared of and trying to really move past fears here. There could be an element of fun this week as well, and going out and being social, and definitely the aspect, the sextile we've got here to Venus and to Mercury can help with that. We still have a square with Mercury and Mars, which is not helping, especially with Mercury going retrograde tomorrow. It's going to cause a lot of frustrations and anger, and people, as I said, people wanting more, expectations being too high, hearing expectations being too high, people really clouding their judgment as well, coming up. I feel like loyalties here will be tested, and people, where their loyalties lay, and it could be that it's a sense of manipulation coming up here. You're being manipulated to be loyal to this person. There's a lot of, I feel like a sense of aggression here, but it's about teamwork too. So I feel like this week teamwork will be a thing that comes about, and communication being quite a big positive or big theme during this. But I don't forget, communication mixed up. There's a sense here of trapping, feeling trapped as well, trapped, restriction. People feel like they really don't belong is what I feel like is going to be coming up here too. And people complaining and whining and not wanting, people don't want to hear the complaints than the whining, but I do feel like that is also coming up. But we also have the teamwork again. There could be a sense of gluttonous or greediness. So there could be a sense this week of people being too greedy, glutton. There could be a sense of having, like, if you're manipulating people and you're trapping people, there's a sense of what to do next. Like there needs to be a plan of action here. And I feel like there needs to be a sense of, like, there needs to be a resolution made up that makes sense to others and that we can follow through with. I just feel like expectations is just going to be too high this week. And I feel like you're going to try to get things done, and it's just always things getting in the way and not being able to set things clear, and the bar is set too high. And I feel like that it's just going to be hard to try and get stuff done this week is what I feel. But I also feel like even in the cards, communication seems to be coming up big. We've got a number of cards that indicating communication. I also feel like it's a sense of, it could be a sense of trapping your fears. So it could be a sense of facing your fears and trapping them so that you're no longer scared of them and dealing with whatever it is you need to deal with. If it's a situation that you need to deal with head on, this could be that's coming up. I feel like, and I feel like it's like not about people not being able to be comfortable in their own skin, in where they are in their lives. People wanting, there's just people wanting expectations here different. But I feel like the bonds that we have with people, or where people's loyalties lie, there could be a manipulation here, or someone manipulating you to be very giving you their loyalty. Could also be coming up in the cards, or coming up even with the planets as well. So let's just do a channel and see what I get with the channel. So let's have a look. This eclipse is going to be a heightened of emotion. It is going to expose the truth. It is going to expose what has been holding you all back. It is going to set things free that need to be set free, and things that need to be laid to rest. For you're all confident in your lives and where you are going, but things are about to change in a big way. For while one wall will be settled, the other one will be emerging. While one will be manipulating, the other will be a bit There'll be another energy coming up where sides will be chosen. People will be choosing which side they belong on, and mixed reactions will be met on both sides. It is time to stand strong. It is time to stand together. But how can you stand together when the world is so torn apart? It is time to look at different realities, and the reality that you're living in, is it the correct one for you, or is it the correct one that someone's tried to make you believe? Take off the rose-colored glasses and see things for as they are, and see the reality for as it is, and see if it makes sense or not. For people who are bending backwards into trying to make things fit, these things are not working in their lives. It is time for you to embrace change and to embrace others, but also embrace the reality, embrace what is logic, for what is not logic is no longer going to be at play. So thank you. So where I am this week. So this week coming up, MBS. I will be at Sydney MBS from Thursday to Sunday. I will be there. So if you want to make a booking to see me, please contact me. It does get quite busy on the weekend. It's a little bit not as busy on the Thursday and Friday. The week after that, I'll be at the Soulful Festival at Mona Vale. And I'm also going to be in Swansea in May now as well. See what else have I got coming up. I can't think. My mind's gone a bit funny. But I think that's it for me. Take it easy. It is chaotic. It is not going to stop. This month is just going to keep just being chaos and keep arguments, keep things. Although I do feel like the Ukraine war is coming to an end. I do feel like that will be settled. I feel like that's going to happen in February. And that we're starting in February. We're coming in now, but I feel like that will be settled actually. But I feel like, yeah, it's just been out there, stories in the news, so expect the unexpected. But join me tonight for my live at 7 o'clock on a Friday at Sydney time. And thank you for your likes, shares and your comments, and I will see you for my next video. So bye for now.